Hi all, welcome back to more Europa Universalis Price Power. This is the ambitious Margrave solo scenario, and this is my part 75, I believe. Or is it? Or is it 74? No, I think it was 74 just completed. Yeah, I think this is 75. Hopefully, whatever says in the header of the video, because that's usually when I would see if I'd blundered with that. It's not the first time I've said a part is something different from what is in the header, but you should always go with what it says. Is it important to you? Probably not. It's just a way of tracking things, isn't it? It's just a way of moving things on. You wouldn't want to watch part 75 before you watch part 74, would you? You might not care. Anyway, okay, Grant, let's get on with that. Yeah, so I just came straight back there, and yeah, this thing about maybe playing Austria's event, because I feel like if they play it, it might be too beneficial for them. This gain military. Right, hang on. It says elector area. Let's make sure you've got the. And I'm talking about the event here. The Catholic League, and obviously, well, if you've been keeping up to date with the videos, I'm about to go to war with Austria, and I'm just biding my time. So what I don't want them to have is much bot power, so that they can. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to have enough bot power to build their army to complete. But what I don't want is them to build their army, come and attack me, and then be able to do it again if I manage to defeat them in the same round. You know, I want to be able to. So that's why I want to leave them. So that event says they're going to gain 2 alliances with Catholic NPRs in the HRE, right? I mean, I can see there's 2 areas right away I can see that they've got influence in, and I'm assuming if we were to go and place an alliance for them, because the other thing is here, maybe I should check the bot suggestion file for this. Yeah, I think I should. 3011, the Catholic League. It has very little input. It has no input for the A, and it's for the B. It says Protestants choose A. So, well, it's not Protestant. Does that mean it would choose B? Change the Protestant HRE area to Catholic. Maybe. I mean, it has no input for the A side of the card, and for the B side of the card it says Protestants will choose A. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm meant to deal with that again. I mean, it kind of suggests that we shouldn't be choosing A if we're not Protestant. But maybe that's not what it's meant to work. Maybe it's meant to work that we follow the flowchart, and the flowchart says we have to do A, and there's no description in A. Right, let's make sure where the elector areas. Let's sure we're getting that right. Yeah, so the elector areas are. I keep sort of forgetting the wording. They are the ones that've got the eagles. So let's just double check. Because before I was saying there was only 4 of them, but I think there might be 5. Page 44, I think it's going to tell me. Elector areas. The 5 elector areas are Saxony, Westphalia, Brandenburg, Bohemia, and Rhineland. So looking at these and looking at the event, right? If it was playing the A side of the event, it would gain 1 bot power for every elector area which is Protestant, and it would gain a claim in one of those areas. So it would gain Saxony, Westphalia is Protestant, Brandenburg is Protestant, that's 3, Bohemia is not, and Rhineland is. So he would gain 4 bot power there. And a claim in one of those areas. But I don't know how how I'm meant to work that one out. But not only that, the first text, which you definitely would get, is not part of the A or B, is Austria, if Catholic, gains 2 alliances with Catholic NPRs in the HRE. Yeah, I don't think you want this happening, Grant. Because the 2 alliances, now I don't know how we would decide where they go, to be honest, but Lombardy down here is in the HRE and is Catholic. And so is Switzerland. And both them have influence available to be able to be removed to join as an ally. On saying that, they wouldn't be adjacent to me, but no, that doesn't matter. That gives them, because what they get from an alliance is 2 bot power for each one that joins the fight. So, I mean, I'm not saying that that's definitely where the alliances would go. We would need to look at that and work out how they decide where an alliance goes, I think. I just don't know what I'm meant to do. You know what? I think I should play that card. What's the odds on them picking their actual event again? I mean, remember, they're not at a bot power situation where they're going to go for the event just now, but we could draw the card that says event. So anyway, they would. This is the rightmost card, so a die roll of 3 would select that. However, I want to say that it might be a 3, 4, 5, or a 6, because 4 is opponent event revealed. No. Then its own event revealed. Yeah, pick it. Yeah. A 3, 4, a 5, or a 6, and they're going to take their own event. And the thing is, if I take that event, it means that Plague is going to gather another 2 ducats, and then I've got to just hope that they take Privateers, and I'm not really sure what that's going to do. I mean, there is other things that I could do. I do need to change national focus and get more military power. Although in saying that, what more am I going to do? A trade action? I think I would take on a trade action. I've not done one, have I? No. Take on a trade action. That's another action, because I want to leave my declare war till the end, I suppose. Yeah, and I can't play this. Can't play any of these cards. Yeah, I want to assign the general, but that's a minor action. Assign that assistant, that's a minor action. And then as for these that are down in the glare here, this is going to get kept till the battle. This, yeah, I need to wait. I don't have the power for that either. And the power that I've got left in administrative, I need to shift with a national focus. If I do the national focus, do you want to go looking for other cards? Is there cards that you could... I don't want to... we want this card because this is our general. Alright, I'm swinging along out of that glare. He's our general, so we're keeping that card. I'm keeping him because he's a good... oh, actually, that's a square that's away as well. So that's good. So we're going to use that as an assistant. Assistant? I'm saying the wrong word again. Yeah, I am. It's advisor. Advisor. I was saying assistant before again. So, I mean, this is pretty good. I've had it for a while, though, and still not going to play it. But we recently found out that because we're Protestant, this cost of this gets reduced by 1. So, kind of means you kind of want to keep that. This one didn't seem such a bad card as well, because it could remove a wound from a general in the battle. Also, play during step 6, because you can do both of these. Regain a unit lost as a casualty in this battle round, and retreat. Well, I'm probably not going to want to retreat, am I? However, I might find myself in that position, and then without suffering an additional casualty. Yeah, it's maybe I could maybe see myself getting rid of that card, but the development card's okay as well. So I don't think I'm going to change national focus and go digging for any cards or that. So I've got that. I've got a trade action. Will we take a chance? And I really think I should just play that event. No, but hold on, Grant. No, because Austria, if Catholic, is going to gain 2 alliances anyway. That's not part of. That's going to happen no matter what. So, in some ways, I want that event not to happen at all. I want to pick the other event. Oh, yuck. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that event if I play it, if he plays it. I don't know if I'm going to select A. I'm going to have to ask for help with that one. Yeah, I'm going to have to ask a question, but fortunately that Discord is amazing and mix more than others, and not just him though. It's so quick at replying to questions that you post out there. So that's a great thing to have. I noticed that when I was done the play testing for some of the Fields of Fire stuff. And Fields of Fire, if any of you played it, the rules were originally tough. You know, it's a big, huge rule book. It is a complex war game, but it wasn't supported that well. The designer was not really around, and for a while there was a bit of good support, and then that dried up as well. And the rule, you always needed questions asked. But the guys have taken over, Andrew and Colin, the two guys, taken over the redesign. Not the redesign, the development. The new rulebook, sorting out a new rulebook. They've got a new rulebook, but Andrew in particular is there answering questions. It's the same thing. They're there answering questions all the time. They're fans of the game, which I'm assuming Mick is as well. And I think he's obviously maybe a bit more involved in it now, whether I think there's expansions for this game coming out, and maybe he's had some involvement in that. But I think, when it comes down to it, he's just a fan of the game. He loves the game, and and these are the people that you do want, answering your questions. Really, if it's not a designer, then these are the next best. That's maybe a bit of a put down, isn't it? Just generally these designers are not there constantly because they're busy, but whereas the fans of the game are there all the time because they enjoy the game that much that they. Anyway, where are we going with that, Grant? No, I'm just off on one. So I would have to go and ask about that card. So shall we just take a chance now and just let it ride and see what happens? Like I've said though, the plague's going to go off. I mean, unless you pick the plague yourself. Is that? No, that's not attrition, is it? Don't tell me. Don't tell me it's the skull. No, it's the skull that's on fire. What is that one then? The skull. That's pirates. Okay. That's not so bad. Yeah, I remember looking up to see if there was attrition because I thought, my army's going to get slaughtered if there's attrition, but there's not though. That's good. Right, what are you going to do? I think we're 40 minutes in and I've not done anything. I'm so I want to do trade, I want to do a change national focus, I want to do a declare war, and I have to take an event. And I think that's pretty much it. I think. Well, I don't think I should do my change national focus first because there's not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to do it though, to get the extra military power. Because if you are, assuming you're still going to go ahead with this declaration of war. But why not maybe do the trade action first then? I do have 2 spare diplomatic power. So in actual fact, we could run more than one trade. No, I wasn't intending to do that, Royal Mirage, because I'm wanting that advisor. Yeah, let's do a trade action then. Because money's always good to have, isn't it? We did get that event that last time though. That was a cracker, wasn't it? That must have been the last round, eh? Yeah, the one that gave us all the money for our... That was in the last round, wasn't it? No, hang on, Grant. Where did that... No, that wasn't from that. That was the war taxis, sorry. It wasn't an event at all. That was this Central Authority card, wasn't it? Which, that's a really good card, that one. Yeah, gain 1 unrest and ducats equal your deployed manpower. Exhaust 2 uses. Right, okay, I'm going to do a trade action, so we need 3 trade cards. 1, 2, 3. I managed to just get 3 there. So it's the usual suspects, isn't it? Lubeck. Well, we've got 4 choices, haven't we? Still, Lubeck, Saxony, Vienna, and Champagne. I think. Oh no, Champagne's been. How's that happened? Champagne out. There, it's there. We've no. Oh, we can connect into there. No, we're fine. I think I had influence in here though, didn't I? Or did I remove it when we declared war? Was that the lines I flipped over, maybe? Yeah, I think it's okay anyway. I think we can still get a link back from there. Right, let's go. So, dyes, copper, and grain. So let's see what we've got. We've got Indian Ocean, Ivory Coast with Margrave, Black Sea, none of that's any good. East Indies, Black Sea, Kazan, oh come on. Yeah, well, I say I was really lucky with these at the beginning of the game, and now not so. Kiev's on another map. It's greyed out. That's greyed out. Oh, there's Lubeck. Can we scramble something here? That means you can only score the smallest amount, isn't it? So that's a secondary node. Yeah, because none of these matter with that, with Lubeck, because these are all part of the Baltic Sea one, aren't they? I think that would just give me 3, but what did we do before? We didn't allow the bot to... That never really got quite confirmed. No, well, Mix also replied, and he reminded me that also the bot. Well, I think he agreed that the bot couldn't benefit from the Lubeck node, but it could consider the Baltic Sea node. But that's on another map as well, isn't it? Is it worth... Well, it is worth it. It's 1 extra ducat. Because, if I don't take any of them, I'm getting 2 ducats. I think I'm only getting 3 for this. So, hang on. Secondary... No, that's probably not going to be in the index. I don't think, Grant. So, page 34, I would think. Trade nodes... Secondary trade nodes. Some trade cards have secondary trade nodes listed in parenthesis below 1 or more of the primary trade nodes. If the active player has a bot power, has a trade power, excluding key provinces, because they're not. So if we've got, we've got a merchant and a ship, so we've actually got 2. Not exceeded by any other player in an eligible secondary node. Not exceeded by any other player. Well, that's fine, yeah. There's not... No, I don't think the bots kind of work like that, but I mean, there's Lubeck up there. So we've got a merchant there, but we could have a merchant there. We've got a ship there. We've got a connection. So So it says they may select that node and collect trade income from the lowest income row on the trade card. No other player gets any income from the secondary node. But then the next bit, selecting a secondary node also triggers trade income from the associated primary node for all players other than the active player that are able to collect income there. If there is a pirate, blah blah blah, and a secondary trade node that may not be selected. So the other players would be able to look at the Baltic Sea, and that's where the bot would be able to benefit. And going by again, Mix seem to sort of not stand against that. So we trade in Lubeck. No other player can get income from it, so no bots will be able to get income from it. So I think I'm as well taking that. I mean, it does mean the Lubeck trade node's out of action, but it does give me one. See, I could just take none and just take the 2 ducats. You know what? That might be safer, because I think I might have another trade action to take. I could take another trade action. And let's just say I got Lubeck then again and some of the adjacent towns, and yeah, I think that makes sense actually. I'm not going to pick any of them, I'm just going to take the 2 ducats. Yeah, I think so. And I'll keep the merchant and Lubeck. Because even if I was to trade, well, hang on now. If I was to do a normal trade in Lubeck, does Austria not need? Do they not need a ship though? Yeah, they will do. They would do. They would need a ship, wouldn't they? Right, I'm just going to take the 2 ducats. So, okay, could have took 3, but I think take 2. We know we're going to do another trade. Well, we don't have to, but we've got 1 extra power to use for it. So, and we're about to appoint a +3 advisor into that slot, and our ruler's given 3 as well. So we're going to get 6 diplomatic power for the next turn. Actually, 6, 4. 4. No, it was all 5s we needed, wasn't it? What is that? Is that a milestone or was that a mission? Oh, it's a milestone, I think, isn't it? During phase 4, step D, earn 5 plus monarch power of each type. Yeah. Well, no, you're not getting that. We need a +2 here, and we need a +3 here, because this only gives 2. So yeah, we're not getting that. Okay, that was my turn. So an awful long time to just take that as a turn. So now it's going to be back to Austria. Right, so back to Austria. So kind of hoping that they don't draw the event. Well, you know what, they're going to have to do it at some point. So I don't think I can't. By me taking the event, it doesn't stop that whole alliance thing happening. So, yeah. Well, that the other thought was try and get the war started before that happens. Then, but I'd rather they weren't on, a wee bit less bot power. Okay, right. Well, they're not at war. They've got 7 against 5, so they are just going to draw a card still. Yeah, so let's do it. Right, it's another unrest. It's just another 1 bot power, sadly. They've got unrest this time, so that's good, I think. Well, I'm saying it's good. So now they've got 6 and 6, haven't they? Damn it. So anyway, 1 bot power, 1 military card gets discarded, and they get a nice +2 advisor, which would have been quite nice. Naval maneuver. Right, and then they're going to do the unrest action, because they do have 1 unrest here. So I think it's going to be as straightforward as that. However, they're still going to draw another card next turn. So unrest, stones any problems with unrest? Yes. Remove unrest from 2 of them and then end the turn. Well, they've only got 1. But that's fine. We take the 1. And that's our turn. So yeah, so we've got 6 and 6. So back to, it's over to France, and France have taken their event and are not a war. They've only got 3 bot power, so they're going to pass. Is that right? Spent is greater than left. At war, no. Has picked event, yes. Pass. So they're going to pass first. They won't be first player though, because they were first the last time. And they're going to gain 2 bot power for passing first. So that'll go towards their next round. Right, and that's it. Back to us. So options: change national focus, take an event, or do another trade. That's the 3 kind of things, I think. I'm going to have a wee look at the other events again, just off camera, so give me a sec. Right, I was just about to say that I don't want to play the Privateers event. Come down. Remember, I've got the other one in my hand. There's 3 of them. I've got the Catholic League in my hand, because I'm just about to go and ask a question on this, I think. Because I think I need to find out, because that could be relevant to... I don't want to play this. I mean, pay 1 military power to draw 3 trade cards. This does nothing. It's like activate an opponent's merchant in this node. Doesn't do anything. And the second option is pay 1 military power again, which I don't want to do, to move a pirate from 1 maritime trade node to another to gain 1 diplomatic power. So I don't want to play that card. This, I'd like control of this, maybe. So I think I'd like to play this card. The Plague. Then I don't know what the event suggestion file's going to say on this, if the bot was to play that. And then what I need to know is, I know this bit's going to trigger, the top bit, but is the bot going to do that second bit if it's Catholic? Because the bot suggestion file says, what is it? If it's Protestant, do A. Which suggests that if it's not Protestant, it might not want to do A. So I think I'd like to go and ask about that first. So I'm going to go and do that now. And it was just to show you the other cards. I think I'd like to play the Plague, unless this bit is going to trigger. If this bit's going to trigger, I want to take this card, have to suffer that, and then we'll select B, I think. But the other thing with that is I might want to hold off on doing that, take a chance, because I don't really want this bit to go off either yet. So, shouldn't I just wait? If you're not actually going to play it now anyway, Grant, do you need to go and ask a question just now? I'm needing to go and find out if... Yeah, because I still don't want to play it now. That's the thing. Okay. Right, I'll hold off on asking then. But if I knew... Right, hang on though. If I knew that they wouldn't select A... if I knew if the bot drew that card, it was going to select B, I think I'd be fine about it. Well, not fine, but yeah, I think I'm going to ask about this. So give me a minute. Right, okay, so pop the question out there, so we'll see. I will need to take... I'm going to say I'll take a break. I might try and squeeze... Because I'm actually up to 30 minutes already on this, it's my turn, isn't it? Yeah, Austria France just passed, but Austria before, done unrest. Right, it's not going to automatically take the event next turn anyway. Obviously, it's going to draw a card, so it might get the event card, like we said. But I don't think I want to rush and pick Yeah, because if I find out the answer to my question, I might still be tempted to pick. No, if I know Austria are going to select option B because they're Catholic, then I think I'm fine. Well, like I say, I'm not fine about them taking it, but and I don't want it to happen too soon. I'd sooner that I maybe got my war declared first. Yeah, but it's more than likely next turn, Grant, they're going to take the event. So does that not mean you should get prepared and do your change national focus? I think it might do. I was just going to do another trade action, but I think I should. Because if next turn they spend another bot power to do something, then I know next again turn they're going to draw their event. And I might then want to just declare the war before the event. Because I don't want them having two alliances where they can then... I mean, they've got an alliance already here. So that's one. If they had two other alliances, they're going to get 6 bot power from that. That's kind of huge. So, yeah, I think you should get your military power in place. So I'm going to change national focus then. So I'm going to change national focus. I'm not going to do any of my cards, but I'm going to move one from there and one from there. So now I've got 6 military power. Okay. That's that. That's your turn. It's all done. Okay, it's done. Right, so back to Austria now. They've not got greater than what their spent is not greater than what they've got left. It's equal, 6 and 6. So they've got bought cards left. They're going to draw a card. Okay, so we want to see something that's going to spend the power without doing anything. Oh, that one I'll do. Well, it's ideal, but it's the 3 bot power. So spend the 3 bot power. That means it's only got 3 left. Okay, it's time to go into motion, I think, Grant. So, but what about what does idea do again? That selects. They've no cubes up there. Oh no, they do. They've got a cube in the focus area. Does that come into it? I can't remember. Well, let's go at the flowchart, Grant. Idea action. Right, we've not. Oops. It was almost a tumble. Right, not looked at this one for a while, so might as well home in the last. Idea. Any cubes in any focus area other than economic. Well, you know what? They've got a cube and it's in economic. So no is the answer to that. If it was yes, do they not just get this anyway? I think they do, don't they? Idea action's pretty strong, isn't it? So that's a no. So we're going to roll dice and they're going to get either administrative, diplomatic or military. And then, is there going to be any available ideas matching this focus type? Well, there is always going to be. This is Austria, isn't it? Yeah, they're going to have an option. Yeah, so we're going to pick idea matching the focus type. Tag this idea an appropriate slot on bots mats idea track with a chit. Score prestige is normal, and then it's going to prefer unresearched ideas, then random, and then it's going to end the turn. So yeah, so it's going to get an idea, and it wasn't one that moved one up. No, but what we're doing, yeah, we don't want him to get the military idea, do we? Or the other one with the naval well, is that just a naval battle? Yeah, we kind of want him to get the administrative here, so we kind of want a 1 or 2 die roll, I think. So let's see what we get. Run the dice across. Right, yeah. I want a 2 or a 3 or a 4. I don't think we want a 5 or a 6. There we go. A 3, damn. Right, well, it wasn't the 5 or the 6. So a 3 is diplomatic. So diplomatic. Now what happens to the cube? No. No, that just comes from the focus, these cubes. Yeah, okay. It's not that we use any of the spent bought power on the idea to like place cubes or like that. No, it doesn't ask that. It just checks if there was any cubes in the area. There's not. Roll of dice, administrative, any available ideas matching this focus type. Yes. So they're going to pick the idea matching the focus type, tag this idea appropriate swap. So we need 2 white tags. Because we need one for... And yeah, we do need another one this time. Because it's a different idea that they're going to tag up there on their bot track thing. On their bot mats idea track. So we'll just score prestige more. So prefer unresearched ideas than random. So diplomatic. So we're up here. So it's going to pick. Yeah, it's going to pick one of the 3. And it wants to prefer unresearched first. So between these 2, and it's going to be random. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to roll this off camera though. So I don't think it's a biggie anyway. Roll the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to trigger this. It's going to score 2 points. Yeah, running away now. Running away up to 47. And then we're going to tag the diplomatic idea along here and there 1. So that gives a blue... Well, it's got a blue naval dice, like artillery dice. I think that might just be for naval, and then, but it's also when it's placing influence, it's going to place 1 extra influence now as well. So let's look at where are they noted ideas. Is it not? Well, it's got to be in the bot bit, surely. Bot ideas. It must be in here somewhere. Ah, here it is, yeah. Right, so bots and ideas. Bots research ideas by taking idea action, which we've just done, and tagging chosen ideas as normal. However, bots do not take any idea effects into account. Instead, bots use their bot mats to track how many ideas they have researched of each monarch power type, receiving bonuses as follows. So, yeah, the only one we've seen is the admin one where they're beginning to remove 1 unrest. They've both got that. They remove 1 unrest. The French are closing in on that. Well, they need 1 more with that. It's just naval battles. Good. So, for any naval battles, they're going to add an artillery dice. And also, when they place influence, when taking a diplomacy action, they're going to place +1 influence. This is the one I didn't want, because that would give them an infantry dice extra in any land battles. So, not so fussy about the naval battles. Okay. Right, well that's him done. That worked out quite well, I think, because I've got 3 bot power left now. And I think we know that they're going to play the event next turn. Now, we don't know what event they're going to take, but remember, the odds are higher that it's going to be their own one. 3, 4, what was that, 3, 4, 5 or 6? So what is that? That's like, is that 60%? It is, isn't it? 60% chance. Is that right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever, it's much... Yeah, I'm not very good with that either. But it's obviously a higher chance that they're going to get that. Yeah, so we know that there's a much higher chance of them getting it. I think maybe this is where we should declare war. And with the declaration of war, that's when they check their allies. That's what I'm trying to avoid, them having an extra 2 allies. And if... Well, actually, hang on. I've got an answer to my question. It looks like Mix again is stepping in to keep us right. Okay, so I get this now, I think. So what it says is that if Austria take this event, they'll take A. If it's an opponent that selects the event, and they're Protestant, so if the opponent was taking this event, they would be looking at B, because in the event, And this is maybe just where I'm trying to think these event suggestions are doing everything for you, but they're not. It's not completely doing it. So you're still doing this. So if we're Austria right now, we'd pick this event. Is this an opponent's event? No. Pick option A. So that's what they want to do. Now I think I maybe said that and suggested that is that the way it should be. We know this is going to happen. So Austria are going to select A. In the bot suggestion file, there's just an oblique over A. It's not. There's nothing there, so it's not changing anything that happens in A. It's not like doing anything. What the suggestion said though, if it was B, now to get to B, it has to be an opponent's event. So this has to be, let's say it's France or it's myself that's playing the no, myself wouldn't matter because I'm not a bot. So if it was France playing the card. Is this an opponent's event? Yes, they would resolve option B. However, the suggestion in B says that if they're Protestant, they'll select option A instead. So it's changing that. So it's quite simple, really, isn't it? I'm just making hard work of it, it seems. Okay, thanks again, Max. As usual, there promptly to fix everything for me. So we know this is going to happen and it's bad for us. And we now know this is going to happen and it's going to be bad for us. So it's double bad. Yeah. Unless, of course, I pick this event. If I pick this event, this still happens and then I could pick this. Although, I mean, this isn't ideal for me either because I'm Protestant. I don't want to change the Protestant HRE area to Catholic. I don't want to do that. But I don't want to give him this. He's going to gain 4 bot power. Man, at any other time in the game, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but the fact that we are, like, just about to declare war on them and things. So, okay. So, well, we know what we're up against now. So does that... Is it my turn again? Yeah, France have passed. Austria just carried out the idea action. Yeah, so it is down to me now. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go and take a break now. Unless, is it a small part? Yeah, I could cut. It's over the 40-minute mark. That's fine. You know what? If they were smaller, it might encourage more people to watch them. Well, for a while until they got in there and thought, right, let's get out of here. Yeah, because I'm not sure now that I know the answer to that. Well, I think no. Yeah, because I don't even want to play this. I don't want to play the event until I declare war myself. Even if I'm taking his event, if I'm going to take the Catholic League, I still don't want to play it until I've declared war to avoid the alliances. Yeah, so I think we're declaring war. I think that's what I'm coming back to. I think it's going to happen this time. We shall see. I mean, the plague scares me a bit because the plague says all players must remove half of their units in these areas as casualties round up. So if the bot takes that, I don't know what happens with that. I'd need to go and look up the suggestion for that as well. But at least if I took that, I'd be able to control it somehow. But the other thing is I could end up with another 2 ducats on that as well, making it even worse. So it's a bit of a dilemma, but that's what this game is. A lot of dilemmas, I think. Anyway. Right, okay. I'm just going to cut this as a short part because I do need to take a break and I'll be able to copy this stuff across and whatever. I should get back. It's not late. It's into the night now, but I should get back for another bit. But again, does that matter, Grant? Do you need to tell people that? Not really. Not really. Right, I'll be back when I'm back. Okay, cheers.